Alright, so this is a Dana 44 axle out of a TJ Rubicon. It's a front axle from a TJ Rubicon. And the plan for this is we're going to put it in that red Jeep, that red ZJ that was just out there. But before we do that, we're going to put some inner axle sleeves in to beef it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to work on tonight, is we're going to pull the knuckles off the rest of the way, take everything apart. It's mostly apart, but we're going to take the rest of it apart and then drill some holes and push some sleeves in it. All right. They don't have to be off all the way because I can catch. There, that's what that flat spot's for. Assuming I can hit it and not hit something else. The nut off. It does need to be replaced though, because you feel all that play in there. Yeah, that's in the ball joint itself. I don't think it's in the. Okay. So they're free now. Just got a rubber line to it. Yep. So that right there, and then this little line goes out to there. That's for the air locker that they put on the Rubicon this year. So that's pretty cool. We need to make sure we don't mess that up. I guess we just pull that little clamp off to pull this out because we need to get this thing out. So, I guess you can't mess up the caps either. This one's got a hole in it, so that line goes by it. That one doesn't. Can't really put them on the wrong side. So this side, the cap can't come off because this right here is part of the locker mechanism, and it's underneath, or the cap is underneath that. So that must come out when we take the whole thing out. So these are inner axle sleeves from Barnes 4-wheel drive. They're like, what, under $100 I think?
75.
Yeah.
That's what I got them from.
So basically, so it's the same ones they sell for both the 30 and the 44 because they have the same size axle tubes. So the stock tubes on both the Dana 30 and the Dana 44 are 1/4 inch, and then these tubes are additional 1/4 inch. So when you put those in there, it doubles the thickness to a 1/2 inch. So, so what we need to do is we drill a hole, 2 holes in this, one front, one rear in this, and then I think 3 in that one, just kind of space them out. Same thing, front and rear, like here, there, and like, well, not under the bracket because that other bracket's in the way. It doesn't have to be perfect wherever you can get it. Yeah, just 3 holes along that tube, front and rear, and then a hole in the front and rear of this one. We'll slide these in, and then we'll plug weld them in there and weld up the ends. And it'll be super strong. But first we need to get the dirt out of these tubes. It's gonna push a bunch of junk through, but that's fine because you're gonna clean this. So there's one nice hole in the axle tube. So that'll get a plug weld to make that nice and secure. Now we just got to do the same thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more times. Alright. Alright, I think now we can start putting these in, right? Yeah. No objections?
No.
Do you want to run a rag through it one more time?
I think.
Or this will push it out, you think?
Do you have the right edge? Little edge?
Yeah, like I said, I think they're both beveled, so.
Oh, okay.
See how nice that fits in now?
Wow, that is way better.
Yep. There's my hammer.
Right behind you.
Nice. There we go. Okay. Now. Okay. I pushed mine in so they were flush with it, like right about there, because I did not want it sticking out any further.
Yeah.
There. I think that right there is good.
Yeah.
Just like that. I pushed it in just a little bit so it's indented, and I think that'll give more for the weld to be on too.
Yeah.
So right here is where I put it in. So there we go, just like that. I pushed it in just a little bit because then I should be able to weld right around in this edge without getting it. I don't want to get it inside there obviously, but I want to have enough to hold it in. And then we're also obviously going to weld in these holes as well. We should probably weld that one in before we put the other side, or at least tack it.
Yeah. No. No, I don't. Oh, pound it in. We haven't even done that. That's right. I'm sorry. I was not tracking it off. Nice loose fit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! That went in easy. So on this side, it's way back in there, and you see this lip right here. That I think that outer lip right there is where the seal seals, but then there's that big lip too, and I don't know if that's important, but this one's got all kinds of room. But over on this side, yeah, see there's that outer lip. That might be where the seal seals, but then again, there's the inner lip, and I don't want to interfere with the seal, so we're going to push that out just slightly so that it doesn't, so that it's flush with that. All right, so we got the seal that we took out, and it looks like we don't have to worry about that at all, because you see how deep that is there, right? And the seal itself, this part on the outside, is all that actually seals, or not seals, but that's what it seats on. It goes in that far, which is what, like 1/4 of an inch or a little more?
And then the other side's not even going to bottom out.
Yeah.
The inner side's not
Exactly.
even gonna
It's not even thick enough to come anywhere near that, so we're going to push it back in just a little bit, because over on the outside here, it's pretty close to flush, but I'd like to get it in just a little bit deeper so I can get the weld like sitting on the edge here instead of just in that little tiny crack. And you know what we should do here before I do any more welding actually?
What?
Get the dirt off of the inner knuckles here.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that. I just noticing on this one, if we just run like a wire wheel around there, that'll make that a lot better. I didn't even think about that until I was just looking at this one. All right. There we go. That looks a lot nicer. That should weld up good. Eyeball that and make sure you're happy with it before I put it in, because once it's in, it ain't coming out. Good?
I think so.
Okay. And there, I'm gonna put just a little bit more right there to fill that in. But other than that, should be good. Yep. All right. Shot of Joe sitting over there. All right, there we go. So plug welds all along the tube and then welded into the end. That should be almost twice as strong.